Hello, tea quilters. It's Tea of Teaquilts, and I am here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for live chat, which is normally what's tonight. But I am going to be sewing because I got projects that I need to get done for retreats at the end of this month, as well as projects for retreat at the end of next month. So I'm working on those. So let me pull you all up. So pause that. And hi, Betsy. She says, Happy Wednesday. Rent is paid. Maddie Barnum is here. Vivian Calvi is here. My brother is here. Hi, sis and everyone. Dee Branson is here. Deborah Sims Brown, Sharon Lewis, and Maritza's Yarn and Craft is also here. So, I'm sure, well, first of all, I did not set my area back up. I moved everything so that I could put the binding on those quilts. And I don't know what I did. Oh, here it is with my cell phone holder. Here it is. I put everything over there so it wouldn't get knocked onto the floor. And now I'm actually using my actual cell phone today. My other phone's back there, but I don't feel like mucking with it if it's back there all quiet, you know. Michelle the Quilter is here. Bonita Nance. Bonita, also send me your flight information too when you get a chance. I'm hoping you got my cell phone number. Send it to my cell phone because my emails are not going out, guys. Sue GSD says 34 days until retreat. Thank you, Sue. Greenland Quilter here. Katie, hello. Darcy Savali here with my pinned message. Hi, T and all quilters. Give T her thumbs up. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you'll be aware of when I go live and or when I upload a video. She says check out the Teaquilts Facebook page and make sure that you answer the 4 questions so that you gain admission to that. What did I pinned the wrong message. Sorry. My screen moved. Katie is also reminding you guys to hit that thumbs up button. Melinda C is here. Remo JS is also reminding you all to show your love and support by hitting that button and subscribing. Francis Jackson's here. Quilts by Carmel. Talking about I got the day laughing out loud. She was looking for me yesterday for Saturday's live. She thought yesterday was Saturday. You working too hard, girl. Thank you, Francis, for hitting that thumbs up button. Yeah. So, I keep forgetting to change the needle in this machine, and I'm not sure. Let me see if I've got the needle screwdriver. Yeah, I do. So let's do that first because this thing was popping when I was sewing all of those. When I was sewing all of those bindings, stitching in the ditch. And let's see, we'll try Oregon needle. I don't normally sew with a 14. This is a 12. And hopefully this brand will work. Yeah, that's my number, Benita. So when you get your flight stuff, send it to that instead of sending it to me in mail. Because when I respond, it's not going to let you know I responded. So I'm hoping this needle will work in here. I got them in here with my Bernina stuff, so I'm assuming that it does. Because I got some different organ needles that work in my brother that don't work in this. My brother machine that I got to do bags with. So we're going to put a size 12 needle in here. See how it sews. Hopefully it won't be popping. Okay. And I know it's a possibility that it could change, especially dealing with Southwest. I think they changed our flights to San Diego like 3 or 4 times. Okay. All right. So I have half square triangles. They're like 2-inch finish size. I got lots of those. I'm going to be starting with this stack. And I'll tell you what I cut them from. Because if anybody is coming to the Teaquilts retreat, you need to make 32 of these blocks. And I'm just trying to get a head start. Because I get to retreat and I don't sew but 2 stitches. Okay. And then I have squares that I think are like 3 3/8 inches. And I cut all of that from my AccuQuilt die cutting system. I use the 8-inch cube, and so I'm going to just tell you what I used. I used the number 6 die, number 55713, square on point, 3 1/4. And then I used the number 5 die, half square triangle, 2-inch finished square, number 55712. Again, these come out of the 8-inch cube if you are wanting to die cut yours. And if you don't get yours cut and sold, you have time at retreat. You'll have time on Tuesday. You'll have time Friday and Saturday. What's going on Thursday? I'm teaching, but you don't have to do the class. You can still sew on these Thursday evening. So there's plenty of time for you to sew these. We do swap these Saturday night, so they just need to be done before you go to dinner on Saturday night. That's the deadline. And we had some people sewing them while we were swapping them last time. So, and if you're not able to participate, that's fine too. We don't try to shame anybody. All right, so, okay, what happened to my, oh, I guess because I was looking at Benita's stuff, it just took me completely out. my systems working with YouTube is just rude, okay? It's just rude, disrespectful. It just does me any kind of way. I was all up in here. All I did was pull the screen. I didn't even look at the last message. I just saw it was an image. And we're going to pause this. I don't like it going over here. I just want the comments. So let's see. Who else? Oh, she's covering for a co-worker, Joe Carmel, so he can attend his daughter's graduation. That's nice that she's doing that, but it sure mess up your days. Hi, Diane57. Welcome back to the chat. Sheila Willis is here. Trying to make sure I get everybody. T. Roberts came in. Peggy O'Connor, Minnie Dula. And I think that's it. So that's all we're doing today. Just because I'll be working on projects probably on Wednesday. I think even next Wednesday, because I go to retreat next Thursday, so we'll probably have something else that we're working on. It's rough right now. And so I'm just going to lay this on here. I should be like folding in the middle. So let's see. And, you know, it takes time to do all of that, and I just want to sew. I don't want to do all that, but, you know, this is what we should do. Fold the two pieces that you're going to put this on and sit it here and then run it through, you know. And if you can eyeball the same amount on each side, it'll be great, but, you know. Okay. I don't see a bobbin thread. Let's see if it sews. I can't remember if I sewed after I cleaned this machine. Yeah, my thread's not popping, so that's good. So I only got like, you know, 32 of these things to do. I guess I should be trying to assembly line press some of this stuff, fold it. So let me know what you guys are working on as well. Sue Horn is here. She says, long time since I've been here. And saying hello, I think, because I got this big old heart in the way. Welcome back, Sue. Appreciate you coming in here. I got a bad headache right now, and it started like 4 o'clock. That's what tends to happen to me when I got something to do. Then I've been fine all day up getting stuff done, and then it's almost time for me to do something, and I had to stop working on everything and lay down. I made sure I had a whole lot of water. I laid down, and I don't know if it's a sinus headache. We had some out-of-town family come in town, so I was around a lot of family, and I was in smoke environment on Monday. So I'm wondering if that had something to do with it, because Jersey ended up getting sick. But mine's didn't happen until today, but I haven't even been outside since Monday. So I have no idea what's, why I have a headache. I do have some nasal issues today that wasn't there, but nothing major. No coughing, no chest congestion, things like that would say, okay, you need a headache too. So I'm not feeling my best today, but I'm here because I took a 2-hour break from, I couldn't go to sleep at first. So I probably fell asleep about 4:30 until 6:30. And I did not sleep sound because I was aware I had a headache. Even though I went ahead and took sinus meds, and I took headache pain pill. So, but I still have a headache, but I'm here anyway. Thank you, Peggy, for hitting the thumbs up button. Diane says, good to be here. Yes. Joy Creations came in. Sue says, working on her second adult beverage. Day off tomorrow. Good for you. A lot of people are reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. People are still reminding people to hit the thumbs up button, saying that they were number 20. So if you haven't, please hit the thumbs up button. All right, so I'm just going to fold again some of these. I think I have 32 squares. I was trying not to cut anything extra, so we'll see when I get to the end. I'm trying to fold with right sides in. You know, this batik, some batiks don't have a right side, And it really doesn't matter, but you know, this one has a little bit more design on one side than the other on this particular one. And then I have another one, another two. So I'm just trying to fold right sides together. Just get this whole stack out the way. Sharon says she's working on signature blocks. I made 10 over the weekend on paper piece in the block. Okay, so that's cool too. Then you know it's accurate. All right, so let's fold some of these in half. My iron back here acting like it's cooking something. I had so many of these. I'm making them scrappy, but you know, I'm swapping them with everybody. And I had just enough fabric to cut out 32 of these in the burgundy. So I'm starting with this color because I need to put it on every block and I don't want to forget. Although I guess I could make two, like, you know, make two sides, you know, match. But I'm going to go ahead and make them so they're scrappy. I just need to make sure I put one in every block. So I'm starting with this because I'll forget. And this is what I was working on, and I meant to come in here and do some folding earlier, but I'm like, I got to go lay my head down. It was hurting so bad. Okay, that's enough for starting. And we will put this up here. I need to, well, you know, I should have made one block. But, you know, we'll go ahead and just run them through. Thank you, Sue, for hitting the thumbs up button. Laughing at Diane. T says, Miss T, thank you for your dedication to us Teaquilters. Much appreciated. Yes. I'm just gonna, I don't even know what I feel like eating today. It'll be dark when I get off of here, so I know I won't be eating out. So I was so, my head hurt so bad, I wasn't even caring about food, okay? I had, earlier today, I'm trying to see if I can make one of these, make sure this stuff gonna work, you know. Use my wood press on a flat surface. Press that over. And I'm going to put this on the other side. And so one of these to get it off. I'm going to make one block. Somebody might not know what a square and a square is. Because if I do it assembly line, I may not get them done in an hour. Especially if I'm reading chat comments too. What have I done since Saturday? I put the binding on the other quilt or the t-shirt quilt. I had made it in here and pressed it open. Folded it in half, not pressed it open. Folded it in half. And then I finished I made the other binding, pressed it for another quilt, and I got that quilt quilted, and the binding is on that quilt too. So now let's see. I gotta get to some different because I'm going through the stack. I got my pieces stacked by the most used, so that I'm trying to use those first so I don't get to the end and have duplicates. So right here, this one goes here, but let's see. I think I don't have to press these because of how it's die cut. It'll just be right on the end of the block. So yeah. It's just the first two you put on. Oops, I'm spinning stuff around. Got my little small rotating mat there. Okay, I need another one to get that one off and get another color just so we can see what it's looking like. Oh, that goes on the next one. This one goes on here. Yep. At least I won't have to do the other two sides, so that's good. And we got one more to put on here. And I even folded it and didn't have to. All right. Yay, yay, and yay. So one more, I can take that off. When did I work on Wensleydale? I know I posted a picture on Facebook what my layout looks like. I guess I should have put one on YouTube, but I did not. All right, so let's see what we have here. Press this with the heated iron now. Okay. So this is all that I'm making. And we're going to put our name as a minimum, name, city, state, and the year. So we swap these every year every time we have a Teaquilts retreat, we swap these. And then that way you have a kind of a history. And I still say to make 32 because if somebody doesn't make one, then maybe you can just have them sign your block if they don't make one. I realize I got 2 empty spaces right now available for a retreat, 2 commuter spots. The problem is I got people wanting to have, the whole experience, staying overnight. And I don't have any spaces open for that. I don't have any more bedrooms, and they don't have any more rooms available. So that's one of the reasons I'm having difficulty filling the spots. One of them is paid for. I'm trying to reimburse somebody, some of their money back. And then other one has not been paid for. So it's like I have to pay for it anyway. So, but it's just going to be what it's going to be if I can't get anybody to take it. So I always tell people to plan on the maximum that I can take. And then we deal with the rest later. What's today? The 22nd. So it's as Sue said, 34 days. So just a little over a month left for the big retreat. And then I'm going to a different retreat next week. And these had to be with all batik fabrics too. I mean, boy, you cut up strings, you just have string left over everywhere, all up in the layers you don't even see. I pressed this fabric and still didn't see it. But they sure coming out the woodwork now. So we just had to have some kind of light batik so when we work on it that we could see the see the stuff you're gonna write on it. You can't put a navy in the middle. So I always just use like a light beige, cream, something like that. Um, Remo's reminding people to hit the thumbs up button again. She says step out and step back in. Show your love and support. Sin Forrest is here. I guess I don't know if I missed her. Cynthia Washington said I did my first 4-day retreat. That's awesome. I just like retreats because you can get a lot done. It's a lot. Sometimes you feel like it's a lot of work to get there, but once you get there, you got uninterrupted sewing time. That it's all about sewing. Now, mine's is a little different in that since I have people come from out of town, I do the shop hops and stuff like that. But your normal local retreats don't do shop hopping and things like that. But I know if I don't schedule it into the schedule and give you all some quilt shops to go to, y'all gonna leave. So I'm up here, we'll have classes during that time or things going on, and then half the room will be gone. So that's why I go ahead and build those in, especially if I'm going to have to go because I'm taking you anyway. So now, like when we do the local quilt shops, a lot of my local people don't go on that. They's like, I didn't come here for that. They stay and sew, which is fine. They hold down the fort. But it's also not their first retreat. So I have quite a few local people, but most of my local people are still, residents. They're staying at the facility overnight. So it's not like just because they live here, nobody wants to go drive home at night, Everybody wants to stay put. All right, let's see. Need more of these. I'll do this one and then come back. So yeah. So I'm just trying to get all of these burgundy ones on because they are, I definitely cut 32 of them. So if I don't get anything else done, I know I won't mess that up later. Hi, Diane McCoy. Welcome back. Peggy said block swaps are fun. A great memory for keepsake from your retreat. Yeah. And some people have started doing things with theirs, like they made a little thing. And I'm thinking, I haven't done anything with the 2018. We also did it in 2020. It was canceled because of COVID. So we didn't go back until 2022. So I have those. And then I haven't done a thing with them. I think what I'm going to do is like group them by years and then like frame them out some kind of way so that they still line up with the next batch. And so I'm just waiting until I get enough blocks to start laying things out. And then I'm going to be grouping them by years. So I'll know who attended, which year. Diane says she's saving up to go on a retreat. Janet McCarroll's here. Brenda Perkins saying she paid her rent. Thank you so much. Darcy, are those square in a square that you swap the same size? Yes, they're the same size every year. So you could be making these way ahead of time. And again, I use my Go. If you got the Go system, I use my 8-inch cube, dies number 5 and 6. I don't know if this is going to show. Dies number 5 and 6. One is the 3 1/4 square on point. The other is the 2-inch finish half square triangle. When you first put the first triangle down, you're going to have to fold your fabric to find center on the first 2 sides, and then the other 2 sides, it's going to line up with the pieces, the 2 pieces that we put down, if you sew a 1/4-inch seam. um, and Sue says we want the full experience. Sue say no going home. I got a retreat next week that I got to go home the first day because I have no bed. It was like we had the beds when I booked it, but then we didn't schedule. I think we had scheduled for 19 people, and then we had, at the time, we only had like 14 people. And then all of a sudden people paid their money because on the deadline of when I needed to cancel so that I wouldn't be obligated. And at this particular facility, they've changed a lot of stuff. So this facility I'm at gives me, I have to know 6 months in advance. So I had to cancel back in November. So then in April, people started paying money, and more people, well, not April, March. It was like when I came back from Hawaii, people were sending in their money, and it's like, okay, let me see if these rooms are still available because I didn't want to pay. Well, the rooms weren't available. They only had one Jack and Jill for 3 people, and so I didn't get a room, and then I had to do some finagling to get 3 people in a Jack and a Jill. So I'll go home the first night so I don't have to sleep on the floor. I normally don't mind sleeping on the floor, but I don't think I am. I'm getting too old for that. So I'll just, stay Friday, Saturday night. I won't be staying Thursday night. And it's about, I don't know, a half hour or something to my house from there, but that's okay. I'll go get everything set up. It won't be a big deal. I'll stay as long as I want to. And then I'll come home and sleep and then go back. Be up there probably before they wake up, maybe. I don't ever, well, breakfast is one of my meals that I don't eat because I normally am sleeping doing breakfast on a regular schedule. So eating breakfast at breakfast time is not something that I'm interested in. So I won't even miss breakfast. They can go to breakfast and do all of that. But I think we have 17 people, if I'm not mistaken. Robin Boyd is here. Welcome to the chat. If I was to cut them by hand, what size do I cut them? 3 1/4 inch square. I don't know. And then your half square triangles are 2 7/8 inch square, cut once diagonally. This is not the one I need. This says 3 1/4 inch square on point. It's like, I don't know if the blade cut something different, but it's like between 1/4 and 3/8. So just cut a 3 1/4 inch square. People have to make it work. Just make sure that you do so your standard 1/4 inch. Don't make it fat. And we don't want to miss any of the T and Kevin show. I don't know what you're talking about. Kevin's sitting back there with Joe Carmel. I don't do anything. I'm innocent. All right, let's move these up so I can fold the last of this fabric. Vanessa Brown's here. Say late to the party. What time is it? 7:37. Because I knew I wasn't going to get my blocks done. For those just coming in, I'm just making these little square and a square blocks here. They must be all batiks, a light fabric in the center so that when you put your information on them, it shows up using a fabric marking pen, a permanent fabric marking pen. Or you can do permanent ink if you're stamping. You could do that too. But it must have your name, your city, state, and the year. And it's being exchanged at the retreat. So I'm getting a start on this, hoping that I don't have to take it to my retreat next week because I got other stuff there I need to be working on. I do have the backing for my backdrop loaded. That's the last thing. I got a quilt before retreat. I have Scrap Quilting Club this Saturday. So, and then I need to make name badges for the new people to the retreat that's never been. And then I need to make, is there something I need to make? No, I just need to start boxing stuff up. I got a friend that's going to come over on the second Saturday, and I may have to change that because I might need some more time. It's going to help me box up stuff, so. Oh, I'm not done. I'm thinking I'm done. No. See, that's why I got this stuff laying out here. Darcy says, thank you. You're welcome. Darcy over there getting ready for 2025. Okay. 2025, I would recommend you make 50 blocks. I'm not sure how many people are going to attend, but I know my capacity is probably going to be somewhere between 40 and 48 for sure. So just in case, I'd say 50 so you don't have to go back and redo them. So you're gonna, that facility we're at, I went to it because we could get more rooms, but I don't know if I'm gonna rebook that one again. I don't know yet. I'm waiting because I haven't been there in a long, long time. So I haven't booked that facility. 2026, I'm back at the center that I'm in now. And I don't know about 2027 until I go to 2025. And I may have to wait till 2028 to go back because I may have to book 2027 early, okay? These centers are not playing. So I do have 2026 dates. July. They couldn't even get me in June. It's in July. Yep. I'm still trying to get this nail polish off my hands. I got what? 4 more nails. I got the tips. I be cutting it off as it's growing. And peeling some of it, okay, which you shouldn't do. But if it starts peeling, catching in my hair, I'll go ahead and cut that off with a nail clipper too. So trying to get that off of her. I had went and got my nails done because I was in AQS. I wasn't really ready to get them done. I'm trying to let them grow down. So I'm at least trying to get all of the old stuff off from when they got messed up from a bad person that the nail polish didn't stick. It just takes a while for your nails and stuff like that to grow down. My nails grow fast too. But hmm. 3 cheers that our fearless leader who will make you the sacrifice so the attendants could have a good experience. Yes. Yeah, it was so funny. Kevin just laughed at me. He laughed at me for a long time about me sewing about 2 stacking wax blocks just so that I could show how it's supposed to be done. And I made 2 X's on his bowl cozy because I already had my bowl cozy done. But he was so funny. He's like, "You didn't sew a thing." I did not. But I made sure everybody was taken care of. And I think it'll probably be better this time. Maybe, hoping. While I was trying to set up, people were coming to retreat, and so I wanted to make sure that I welcome everybody. So Kevin was nice, and he stayed up at the front to direct people where to go, and then I was able to stay in the back because what I was doing, Kevin couldn't do. As far as setting up stuff. So, okay. So I've used all of these. Now I'm wondering how many squares did I cut? I thought I had 32 of these. So, now we count, I guess. 1 is on the machine, 2 is up there. That's 10. That's 20. That's 30. So yeah, I just got some extra squares. And I'll just leave them in a bag. I don't want to sew them because I know I don't have extra of these. I only count the half square triangles. So yeah. All right, this is the next stack that's huge. So we'll fold some of these. We only got 15 more minutes. And like I said, there is no rush to get these done. I'm just not trying to sew these at retreat. And then I still got to write on them. So I might be writing on them at retreat, but I'm trying not to sew on them at retreat. Let's see. Cynthia Maria Fields here. She's also reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Claudette Bettis came in. Talking about the Joe Carmel Detective Agency will have it all on tape. Yeah, she doesn't understand that what happens every treat stays every treat. She quick finger Joe Carmel, okay? I have never seen anybody get their phone open so fast. Ready to record. She just swiped that sucker open, it's ready. Already sitting on video. Diamond in the Rough is here. Hello, hello, welcome. Robin, are we making them for retreat? Yes, if you're coming to the 2024 retreat, this is what we're doing. If you're using the AccuQuilt die cutting system, it's in your 8-inch block cube set. If you have that, number 5 and 6. I think that's the right numbers. I showed them earlier. Let me make sure. 5 and 6. Your dies. 3 1/4 inch square if you're cutting. And then 2 7/8 inch square. And then you're going to cut them once diagonally to get half square triangles. So you need 4 of those for every block. If you're coming to retreat and don't want to rotary cut them, like I said, you've got Tuesday you can sew them. You'll have time Thursday evening. You'll have time Friday-ish. And then Saturday afternoon. But they need to be done by Saturday dinner if you're trying to swap. And if you get them done late, you know, you can personally hand them out. But we just do like a big walk around swap so that everybody can just go and drop them into everybody's area that's participating. And then I said I still make 32. Even if somebody doesn't participate, I can at least have them sign one of my blocks so I have everybody in there that attended, just in case, because this is optional. The nice thing about retreat is it's all optional. Nobody can make you do anything. You decide what you want to do. And if you don't want to participate, we just need to know, like, we won't hold the bus waiting on folks, so you need to be there on time. So, you know, that type of thing. Especially if you're rooming by yourself. Like Wednesday night, I'll be trying to remember to tell people, you know, put an alarm to wake yourself up on your phone because we're going to be pulling out of here early in the morning. Oh, that's the other stuff I got to do. I got to confirm our dinner. I confirm with some of the quilt shops, but I need to go back and make sure that they know we're still coming. Because I had went to Columbia for something else. I can't remember why I was in Columbia, but I went in there and talked to the people. I was in Brunswick. I talked to those ladies, so they know, but I'm going to make sure everybody put it on their calendar. But I'm going to make sure they know we're going to be pulling in with a bus load, so. So it is time. I'll make sure I bring some water on the bus as well. The people staying there, we have, you know, I think they have ice machines, and I know they got ice machines. But you can get ice water there. Missouri water is good drinking water. I actually drink Missouri's water. I don't drink water when I go to other states. But Missouri does have a good drinking water. But I do bring bottled water on the bus. I don't know if, I think I got one on here that's only got one because it was the last one. I sometimes forget to cut. So it's 7:51. So I got them all on one. Getting the second one on. These are the ones that I have to fold in half. So the next time I come sew on this, I will not have to measure or fold. I won't have to do the folding. I can't believe I had extra blocks. I didn't cut those. I just cut whatever I could cut out of the whole piece of fabric. I had 4 pieces. And I go, that should be enough to get all of them. So I'm glad I counted the half square triangles because I'd have been making a mess in here. Got to the end and couldn't finish blocks. Had to cut some more fabric. Yay, yay, and yay. Pour this over here. So I'm getting stuff done. I don't think my email going out because I haven't heard from the lady with the t-shirt quilts. I've emailed twice. I was trying to deliver today or tomorrow, so neither one of those are going to work. So I need to try again. I don't know what's going on with my emails. It's got something to do with Yahoo. I've gone and cleared out my cookies. I've rebooted. I've signed out, signed back in on all my devices. Well, my regular phone and my computer, because that's the only place I look at email. So yeah. All right. I think 32, Robin, 32 blocks. Right now I have 30 people confirmed, but if you only bring 30 and I get 2 more people, then you already have them. If not, you can always use them for next year. Just keep the year off of 2 maybe. I got very creative because one time I had the information on my blocks. I just sewed a little heart over the year. Put the year where I could, update it, and then you can put a different number on that. You can be creative if you already got a number on it too. Put the year off by itself instead of with the regular text. It's always a way to change some stuff. My cousin, not my cousin, had an aunt that used to work at a bank. And boy, you talk about forgeries. Banks are your biggest forgers. That girl could change anything, okay? So when they go in there talking about their signature or this is that and this and that, don't believe it. It make you think you was drunk or something and you don't even drink. Don't believe it. They must give them a crash course or something. Hi, Zella McKenzie from West Michigan. Welcome to the chat. If you have to make 50 for 2025, I definitely am going to start early. Yeah, they don't take long. I cut today. I've already gone through 32. I almost got half of them sold. And I had to fold. It'll go faster the next time. I'll press all of these. I'm not even worried about getting them done. I'm just here for something to do because my head hurts. So I'm just here doing something. I feel a lot better than I did earlier. I took sinus meds, took headache. I took a headache pain pill. It's still there. It's not gone, but I feel a whole lot better. I couldn't even touch my forehead before. And I don't generally have migraines. I'm about to sneeze. I think it's allergies because, like I told you all, I was in a smoke environment for a few hours on Monday night. So that's what I think it is. It's just delayed reaction to that because I haven't been outside other than that. Other than stepping out on my porch to feed the cat at 3 o'clock. My husband feeds the cat at 8 o'clock in the morning. As he gets up, I've just gone to bed. And now my eyes want to water, okay? I always keep a tissue in my pocket now when I know his sinuses are acting up. So use that for my eyes. So yay. So I'm glad I changed that needle. That needle was popping so bad. It's like they tell us we're supposed to change our needle after every project, and I'm like, are you kidding me? But after I waited till I got through, it was because I've been sewing all those t-shirt quilts, and then batiks will also dull your needle fast too because they're denser. This got a lot of strings. Sometimes with die cutting, they get stuck in between the die blades. And so then when you pull it up, it causes it to fray a little bit. Just the hazards of die cutting. And Married at First Sight is not on, so I don't have to watch anything today. It's not been on for about a month now. That's what I normally watch on Wednesdays when I'm in here. Sewing, I have to wait. I'm just taking some of this out because it's getting too big. But I'm almost half done, so I'll stop at half. I won't be an overachiever. I'll figure out something quick to eat. I don't know what yet. And then I'm going to be chilling in the bed today. I'm just taking the rest of today as relaxation. I need to figure out, I was using 2024's retreat information. I don't know what I did with the folder, okay? I know I looked in it because I had to get something off of it. I got it and I don't know where I put it. Crazy. And then my head, I was looking for that when my head started hurting. And I'm like, no, we got to stop this. I can't do this. I don't know how many more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 7 more. Mm-mm. 3. We'll do that and then I'll get off. It's 8 p.m. now. So thank you guys for coming. For those that are leaving, I appreciate you guys coming in here. 4. I'm going to go ahead and sew these next 7 on here. 5. So I'll at least have them all at half. I think this is the last one I need. You know, sometimes I have a hard time counting to 7 or 8 or whatever that number was. It be like that sometimes. So when I come back in here, I don't have to fold any more of these because now they'll just line up to the edges that I've just flipped out. I have not sent any information out on 2025, and that's because most people have only paid $100. And before I even book you with the facility, like book an actual name, I need to have your money paid. So I'm not giving them names over and over again. So I have no information yet on 2025. I haven't booked anything else, like I haven't done the bus or anything like that. But we will have a chartered bus. I don't know where it's going. But we will have one. All right, I'm one short. I could not count. It must have been 8 instead of 7. Yeah, 2 more. So this was just an hour. It took me maybe an hour to pull some scraps. I had to go through 2 bags because I had my lights in one spot, and then I had the medium dark ones in a different bag. And these are true scrap batiks I cut from. So it takes a little longer to cut. You could just pull 4 fabrics, 4 prints, medium dark, and then 1 for your light, and make them all with the same fabrics if you want to, because they're going to be going to different people. But all right, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this part off. Put these back in the stack of how I want to use them. And all of that can just stay up here on my machine until it's done, because I am not taking this to retreat. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button for me on your way out. I would really, really appreciate it. Also, share my channel with your other quilting friends. That also helps a lot. Trying to make sure I got all of the light colors there. Let's see what I missed here. Hi, Kim R. Oh, that was the other thing. Thinking of Kim R. and Sharon Lewis is in here too. I got to make t-shirts. So I've been going through. I've got Illinois made. I've got Maryland made. I've got Tennessee made. And I don't know what other states. I got to find the folder. That's the thing. It's holding me up now. But I got a lot of the states made, so they're ready to be made, because I'm doing that in June. So building it, creating it is half the issue. So then all I got to do is just hook up my laptop to it and cut everything out and then start weeding. Sue is jumping over tables. Robin Boyd says she's looking forward to retreat. Jacqueline Mason says hi to everyone watching but signed in late. Darcy's also telling people to make sure they hit that thumbs up button before we're done. Eric is here. Quiltably late, but here. Hi, Eric. Eric Oda. So you go on retreat every year. It would be fun. I have my large quilt guild that goes on a retreat every year. I didn't go this year because I didn't know if I wanted to be bothered coming back from Hawaii. They normally go February, but they ended up doing it in March. But I didn't sign up anyway. And I was glad I didn't because I've been so behind with Teaquilts anyway. And then I have my small group that we have a retreat every year. So that's 2 retreats that I go to every year. Then Teaquilts retreat was every other year, but now it's every year. And I might still be adding in some going to other places and retreating with like maybe just 10 people. But I have to see how that works out. Like going on location, other places, other states. But I'll have to see how that all works out in the future. So right now, Teaquilts retreats are every year. I'm trying to keep them in June. And I do that because I have some quilters that are teachers or professors. And so it's easy for them to come to things in the summer months. But they couldn't get me in 2026 in June. So 2026 is going to be in July. 2025 will be the last week of June. I really preferably like the 3rd week of June, but I haven't been able to get that anywhere. I heard that there's a possibility that there's going to be another place being created. It's a building available, and they're talking about remodeling it for retreats of all different kinds, which is where we're at now. It's not dedicated to quilting, but if they do that, that would make my life a lot easier because maybe we'll have more places we can go to locally. I do have another place, but it's like 4 hours away from St. Louis. It's in between the 2 major airports, Kansas City and St. Louis Airport. And for people coming from out of town, that would definitely mean that you would have to rent a car. So that might be an option too, but that means it's going to cost the participants more to attend. And I'm trying to keep costs down as much as I can. That's why I just you all pay my daughter to be y'all Cuba driver. I don't want anybody getting into the regular Ubers or Lyfts. I want to make sure you get to and from retreat safely. So either my daughter or I will be ones picking you up, or Kevin. So that's another option too. But I try to make sure everybody gets in here safe. You know, everybody you get in Lyfts and Ubers and it works 99% of the time. I don't want you all to be that 1% where it doesn't work. So trying to read everybody's before I get out of here. Jacqueline Mason. I think I said hers. Hold on. I'm going backwards. I must have hit the screen. Somebody is asking, Darcy is asking Sue, does she retreat every year? I think she's on all of my lists. Eric, somebody told me you were coming to retreat. Are you coming or are you not? Because I got 2 commuter spots available and I'm trying to see if somebody will take them. Just I prefer black ink, but if long as it's a permanent fabric marking pen, that would be great. But I prefer black. I always use black. That was a question from Sharon. That was my hidden talent in high school, signing my friend's excuse note from timing in the rough. Ain't that something? That's what I say. My aunt, when I realized, I say, this girl, and remember, I'm a kid. This is my aunt. And she was changing like temporary tags. She could change the date on them things, boy. When I signed her changing the dates on them temporary tags, I was there because I'm like, there's no way she can change any of these numbers because they just are not changeable numbers, right? And to be realistic, too, because they have to be less than 30-day difference as well. But, honey, she proved me wrong every time, okay? Steffi's in here talking about, hi, Mom. Jersey wanted to see Gigi, laughing out loud. Hey, Gigi's girl. Jersey is something else. That's all I can say about Miss Jersey. She is walking now. She pacing. She is moving further out, but she used to pace in a circle, but now she paces, she walks between two people back and forth. So she's getting them legs ready to take off. She gonna be something else because she do not want to sit on her butt now that she's starting to walk. Uh, Diane talking about her poodle Andre is watching me. um, so just trying to make sure I got everybody's comments. Again, if you're leaving out, make sure you hit the thumbs up button for me. Don Cunningham is asking, what time do I come on Saturday nights? I was thinking 8 p.m. It's 9 p.m. now, Eastern Time. Eastern Time would be 9 p.m. on Saturdays. It's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I do the 2 hours, and I have it late like that because it's a Saturday night. Sometimes people go out and do things. And then most of us, as we're getting older, 55 and older, we're kind of coming back in the house. So I tried to give it a time. I used to come on at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, but I'm like, that's too late for me. I was up to 11. It wasn't like late for me. It was late for me to be, I didn't want to be on the live at 11. That's what I mean by late for me, because I'm doing other stuff. Michelle saying hi to Steffi in Jersey. I have to go buy some batik scraps. There's nothing in my collection that wants to leave the house. Girl, you are too funny. I definitely wasn't going to be cutting no yardage when I need smaller pieces. I was trying to see if Eric put in here whether he was coming to retreat, but I'm probably not down that far yet. Thanks for the update. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, thank you, Eric. Because I had somebody tell me, I said, well, last I heard, he said he wasn't, and I've been trying to sell the spots. I haven't been able to sell the spots yet. Minnie asked, how is Kevin? Kevin actually called today. I told you all before that um, Jason and I have been giving Kevin space because he asked for it. You have to honor what people ask for. So that's what we've been doing, is giving Kevin space. But I did let Kevin know that if he needed to talk or chat, that he needed to call us and let us know, because otherwise we won't know. So he did call me today. We chatted. He was intending to come into the chat tonight, but then right before chat, his mom wanted to go to church tonight for, I think, Bible study tonight. And so Kevin decided to take his mom to church instead. So Kevin's doing better. At least he's not crying the whole time you're talking to him. He's still, of course, very sad looking, but he's better than he was last week. So you're at this stage of denial. What's on Netflix? Talking about it's on Netflix. Okay, Diamond in the Rough, I just saw your comment. Type something for me. Yeah, because somebody come telling me Eric's going to be at retreat. I said, Eric not going to be at retreat because he hasn't said anything to me. I've been trying to fill his spot. So yeah, I'm trying to wait for Diamond in the Rough, which I know your name, but I'm not gonna call it because you ain't got it up there. But trying to see if she could type something in this box for me. Um, so we're gonna go ahead. Vivian's still in here. Well, I guess it's not Saturday night. See, Saturday night I come on another hour late. Miss Vivian be gone. Okay, be in and out. So we're gonna go ahead and end here. You all stay blessed, be safe, and quilt out, everybody. I'll see you Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for live sewing chat. I'll probably be finishing these blocks. And then I also have the Bonnie Hunter stuff. I got other parts. I have not squared up those string blocks. The string blocks are all made, but I have not squared those all up, okay? But I do have other parts that I need to start piecing stuff together. Other either making blocks or other block units. I can't remember where I left off, but I know I got some other parts. So we'll be working on that. So what box? The chat box, girl. Just trying to let you see your you asked to be a moderator. I gave you a moderator badge. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and end here. See you all later. Bye bye, everybody.